This is the Meta Quest 3, and according to Meta, is the headset that finally blends virtual and real worlds seamlessly. But here's the thing, after spending serious time with it, I found something most ads won't tell you. Yes, it's more powerful. Yes, mixed reality is cool, but is it actually worth your hard-earned cash over the Quest 2 or even the Quest Pro? Let's break it down. Meta Quest 3 Product Overview. The Meta Quest 3 launched in October 2023 as Meta's next-generation standalone VR headset. It starts at $499 for the 128GB model, positioning it squarely between the older Quest 2 and the premium Quest Pro. This is designed for mainstream consumers, gamers, fitness enthusiasts, tech early adopters, and honestly, anyone curious about stepping into mixed reality without needing a gaming PC. The big selling points? A sharper display, a significantly more powerful Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 chip, and full-color mixed reality pass-through. In short, it promises better immersion and fewer compromises. Meta Quest 3 Performance. Okay, specs are one thing, but how does it actually perform? In real-world use, the Quest 3 feels like a major leap over the Quest 2. Apps load faster, menus feel snappier, and demanding games like Asgard's Wrath 2 and Assassin's Creed Nexus run noticeably smoother. Reviewers at PC Mag and The Verge both highlighted how the new chipset enables better textures and lighting, and you can actually see that difference. Environments look sharper and more detailed. The display resolution, 2064x2208 per eye, is a big upgrade. Text is clearer, which makes browsing the web or watching YouTube and VR way less fatiguing. And the 120Hz refresh rate, it makes fast-paced games feel fluid and responsive. But here's the real surprise, mixed reality. The full-color pass-through cameras are dramatically better than the Quest 2's grainy black and white view. Is it perfect? No. There's still some distortion and noise in low light, but placing a virtual ping-pong table in your living room actually feels usable now, not just a tech demo. Features and tech. Let's talk standout features. First, mixed reality. The upgraded RGB cameras allow you to see your real-world surroundings in color. Why should you care? Because it means you can check your phone, grab a drink, or talk to someone without ripping the headset off. That's huge for comfort and practicality. Second, pancake lenses. They make the headset slimmer and improve clarity edge to edge. The benefit? Less bulk on your face and fewer sweet spot issues. You don't have to constantly adjust it to get a clear image. Third, Touch Plus controllers. Meta ditched the tracking rings, making them more compact. Tracking is handled by the headset itself, and in testing, it's surprisingly accurate. Plus, hand tracking is better than ever, so you can navigate menus Minority Report style. Fourth, backward compatibility. Nearly the entire Quest 2 library works here, so if you're upgrading, you're not starting from scratch. Design and build. The Quest 3 is about 40% slimmer than the Quest 2, thanks to those pancake lenses. It feels more balanced on your face, though let's be honest, after an hour, you'll still feel it. The default strap is functional, but if you're serious about comfort, you'll probably want the Elite strap upgrade. The facial interface is softer, and the IPD adjustment slider makes dialing in clarity easy. Overall, it looks cleaner and more modern, not luxury, but practical and thoughtfully designed. Battery life. Battery life is fine. You're looking at roughly 2 to 2.5 hours, depending on what you're doing. Mixed reality apps tend to drain it faster. It's enough for a workout session or a couple gaming rounds, but not an all-day device. Charging takes about 2 hours. For most people, that's acceptable, but it's not groundbreaking. Pros. Massive performance boost over Quest 2. Sharp, vibrant displays with better clarity. Strong game library with backward compatibility. Cons. $499 is a noticeable jump from Quest 2. Default strap could be more comfortable. Final verdict. So who is this for, and is it worth the money? Look, if you're still using a Quest 2 and you care about better visuals, smoother performance, and actually usable mixed reality, the Quest 3 is a meaningful upgrade. It feels like VR growing up. If you're brand new to VR, this is probably the sweet spot right now. It hits that balance of power and price better than anything else in the standalone space. But if you casually use VR once a month, the Quest 2 might still be enough, especially if you can find it discounted.